Hey guys, it's Progress Studios, finally back with a new video. Today's video, I'm going to be making my predictions for BCC 18, and yes, so, alright, let's just go ahead and get into it, but before we do, just make sure to like and subscribe, because I'm trying to hit 50 subs by the end of the year, so please, help me out. Alright, now, let's get into my predictions. So, first, I think we should go over the teams and just let you know who is on the team. The first team is the Red Rabbits, featuring in entanglement. It looks like. Oh, I'm sorry if I pronounce any names wrong, because that's what it looks like to me. Zox, Blue Dream, and Plushie 33. Obviously, this team, it could possibly be winners POV just because Plushie, and I don't really know too much about the other players on the team, but I know Plushie is definitely really, really good. So Plushie can honestly lead this team to victory, but I don't know if he'll be a Plushie carry. I'm just saying that just because I don't really know too much about the other people on his team. Alright, now moving on to the next team that was announced was the Orange Ocelots, which consisted of Till 2015, your boy Rennie, and Frogger Studios, aka me, and Zig A Zag. So this is a good team. This was actually basically the same team as BCC 15 when I was teamed with Till, Zig, and Nake Strong. But instead of Nake, it is your boy Rennie, who I actually know a lot about the people on this team. If we make it to Dodgeball, I think we have a good Dodgeball team. Zig is S tier, Till is on the verge of S tier, and your boy Rennie, I don't really know what tier he is, but I'm sure he's like really good, and I am probably the worst player on the team, bringing their stats down, even though I have won BCC 17, which was actually not the most recent. No, I meant to say BCC 16. That's the one I won. Anyway, moving on is the Yellow Yaks. We have Fake No Flame, Sharpism, Number Lake, and Nake Strom. So this is a good team. I know Nake Strom's really good. Fake No Flame has won before, so he might add to the team. And Sharpism and Number Lake are also really good players. It depends, to me, it depends on how well Fake No Flame and Sharpism will do. And if they do well, I'm sure this team could possibly maybe make it to Dodgeball, I don't know, but we'll see anyway. Alright, moving on, here's the other team. It's the Green Geckos, which consists of P, It's Me Andy, Ice King, and Angry Pickle. Angry Pickle is definitely S tier. Andy, P, and Ice King are all really good players, so I can see this team possibly being winners POV, just because this team could easily pop off. Anyway, moving on to the next team is the Cyan Coyotes, which consists of B, Dankness, Rose Fiber, and Snowy Stick. Again, a lot of people are predicting this team to get last, but I don't know. I think this team could definitely pop off and possibly make a Dodgeball. It just depends on how well some of these players do, like Snowy and B. Anyway, next, in the final team here, is actually Deathflare, Piggus, Potato, and Froberry. So, I hear Froberry is like really good at Dodgeball, so if they make it to Dodgeball, they might win. And then Deathflare and Piggus and Potato, this is a really good PvP team, just because I know Deathflare, Piggus, and Potato are all really good. So this team is definitely good at PvP, so in the PvP games, I see them definitely dominating. Anyway, now let's get to my predictions. In 6th place, I'm sorry to this team. And remember, these are just my predictions. It's definitely not a guarantee. I could easily be wrong on this. But number 6, I'm putting Yellow Yaks, which, by the way, was Nake Strom, Fake No Flame, Sharpism, and Number Lake. I put this team 6th place just because it really depends on how well some of these players do, and some of these players could either be really good or just have a bad day. So you really don't know with this team, and that's why I put them last place. And then moving on, in 5th place is the Cyan Coyotes. Like I said, this is kind of like the same case for that Yellow has, just because of you don't really know how well these players will do, and for the S tiers could possibly have an off day, or they could do really well. I don't know. Right now, I think this team is probably going to get 5th place, just because of it just depends on how well some players do. Anyway, moving on to my 4th place predictions. In fourth place, I'm putting the Red Rabbits. Now, this is because I don't really know too much about this team. I just know that Plushie is definitely S tier and will probably do better than at least 2 teams in this event, just because Plushie. And I mean, there's some other good players on this team like Blue Dream, Zox, and Entanglement. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. But I don't really know how well their skill level is, and we'll see though. It looks like a balanced team, and I know Plushie will probably pop off like he usually does and get first individual. Alright, now moving on. To third place, I put the Green Geckos. The Green Geckos look like a really good team to me. It's P, Andy, Angry Pickle, and Ice King. It's just a really good team overall. From this team could definitely make it the dodgeball but it's going to be a more of an uphill battle, I think. But this team, if they all pop off, which I'm pretty sure they all will, then definitely a dodgeball contender, and even possibly winners POV if they make it to dodgeball and win. Alright, finally moving on to second place, I'm putting the Blue Bats, because this team in PvP is insanely overpowered, because all 4 members on this team I think are really good at PvP. I know Potato Pickets and Deathler are for sure, not too sure about Crowberry, but this team is still really good at it, because it's just, I think this team will definitely can play consistently and will make it to dodgeball. If they have a bad game, or a bad day, I don't know, but I feel like this team could definitely make it into dodgeball. And finally, please don't call me biased, but this is just my opinion, and I do think this is possibly the best team here. I don't know, but I do think it is. I'm not biased, by the way. Please do not call me out in chat. But in first place, I say the Orange Ocelots, which is me, your boy Rennie, till 2015, and Zig8Zag. I just see this team kind of as a revenge tour, because in BCC 15, basically this team, except for Rennie, it was, instead of Renee, it was, Nakestrom. So I really am pumped up for this event. I think our team could possibly make it to dodgeball, because we have a really good team, and if we pop off, I think we make it to dodgeball. But if we obviously could have a bad day, and some other teams like Red can come from behind, or even Yellow or Cyan. But anyway, all teams are really good, and just remember, my predictions, I try not to make them biased, it's just my predictions. So, whatever you guys think, you can write down in the comments, and yep, that's basically it. That'll be it for me. See you guys, and I'll try and upload more in this upcoming week. Anyway, see ya, have a great day. This is Frogger Studios, out.
That was a no look. That was a no look. That was a no look. That was a no look.
I got